this is Jeffrey. He is a father of 3 and he is on his tropical vacation and he's just trying to enjoy his life. So none of y'all say anything. But Jeffrey's here because my heart is awful, and when my heart's awful I just like to squeeze things. Just to I don't know, maybe it's comfort, more like you're not dying, you're okay. This is Pippin. He's not supposed to be here. Not supposed to, but not forced to be here. What we are going to be talking about today is a very exciting topic. Very exciting, so stick with me, stick with me. Alright, here we go, here we go. Story time. Going to see the Sturniolo triplets versus Tour, Iowa, 2023. Yeah, put that down, write that in, that's a title. I tried to record this video a few days ago, and my heart was so bad I just kept getting really sick and passing out. So show a few clips of that. My heart rate has been high 180 when I stand and the lowest 120 when I sit. That's so fun. I love being out of breath at all times. Yeah. I almost passed out. Hold on. I don't get texts. Who's texting me? Holy cow. Everything keeps going black. Holy cow. Sorry, Pippin. I'm so sorry, Pippin. Oh! I didn't mean to lay on my kneecap. I'm just trying to breathe. I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna pass out. Oh, I can't breathe. And, oh, sorry. Chest pain. Chest pain. Ah! I wish I could just speak a sentence without passing out. Okay, so let's start it out. How I even found the Sturniolo triplets. A year and a half ago, I found the Sturniolo triplets through TikTok. I've seen short clips of them. I think the first clip I seen, pretty sure, more than likely, is the top 3 cheeses. Kobe Jack. Yeah, everyone knows it, everyone loves it, except that it's overused, but it's still iconic. And I think I didn't follow them. I didn't even look at their channel or anything after that. I was like, ha, one funny clip, one hit wonder, da da da. Then I seen another clip of the baby tomatoes, Matt saying baby tomatoes, and Nick being totally dumbfounded that he said that. So I got into their YouTube and I started watching more and more and more and more until it was every day, every free moment, and I was rewatching old videos. And then it got to the point of going through all their Instagram, finding Nicholas's photography one, and watching those very old vlogs. And I said, they've been doing it since day one. They just became a big part of my life. I was watching them all the time, like I said. I was even rewatching their old live streams. And they just, I was actually going through probably the roughest part of my illness. The scariest part. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this one, guys. And I was watching them, and I was having probably a seizure every 15 minutes. So I basically would barely come out of it. I would be conscious enough to be able to see, hear, listen. That's the same thing as hearing what's going on around me, but I couldn't react to anything, barely. And I remember having them on the TV. My mom was with me because I was so sick, and in between seizures they would make me smile, and that's all I needed at that moment. I didn't need to think about anything. I just needed to forget. And that's what they did. Anyway, enough of the emotional stuff. Let's go. So I seen them announce their first tour with Trill and Lost. Is it Lost? I always want to say Lust. Lost. It's Lost. Malcolm, you know. and Elmer Young Plate went to a few of the shows, and I was like, I don't have anyone to go with. I was like, I don't know what to do. I really want to go. And of course, that was the time they went to Michigan. And then time passes. I think it's like when they're on their first tour that this happens. I become friends with Ivy. Put her in. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's so cute. And one thing about me is you're gonna know what I am loving in the moment. I am not gonna stop talking about it. Here's the thing, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna talk about it. And we just started becoming friends, and she would come over to my house and I'd be like, you gotta watch this. And I would basically just force put it on her. And I'm like, these people, yeah, this is amazing. And she started like enjoying what I put on, and she'd come back and we'd watch more. And then she started eventually watching it on her own, and I said, yep, I got her. We became friends, we became close, and we loved the Sturniolo triplets. And that was one thing we had in common, well, one of the things. So they dropped their tour trailer for the Versus Tour, and I love the idea of it. I'm very competitive. You give me a team to root for, and I'm rooting for it. And so I seen that, and I was like, yes, Team Purple. So one thing about me is Nick. Yeah, love him. He was actually the one that drew me into their channel. The clips that I seen of him, I was like, he's funny, because in the clips I seen of him, Matt and Chris were like more quiet or something. It was just Nick in the back, like arguing about something that he's very passionate about, and that's what I loved. I was like, yup, follow. And so I said, Team Purple, Team Nick, Team Bats, all the way. And I started talking about the tour all the time, and it felt like a few months in between. And I remember we were in the movie theater right before we seen Barbie. It was like the things they show before a movie. Oh my god, why can't I think of it? I was talking to Ivy, and they just released the tour dates and the places they're going, and I was literally doing math in my head of where would be the closest to Michigan. It was either the Minnesota or Iowa, and I was like, where can we go? And we figured out Iowa, and I basically was talking to her. I didn't ask her if she wanted to go at all. I was like, so we can go, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm just assuming you want to go. And she of course wanted to go, so I was like, thank you so much. So from that day on, we were like, we're going to tour, basically. We're going to see him. And I kept talking to my mom. I was like, what if we go to Iowa to see some YouTubers? And she's like, wish they came to Michigan this time. I said, I want to go to Iowa. And the day the tickets, a few months later, day tickets are on sale. Whoo! Mom knew it was real then. I was like preparing. It was a good hour before they dropped, and I'm literally like holding my phone. I knew I was going to go into World War III on that website. I was waiting for a long time. I was literally so stressed. I kept refreshing it like every second. I was like, sweat dripping down. And I was very, very stressed. And here's the thing. The amount of time that I was sitting around waiting, I didn't make an account under my name for the ticket website, so that took longer. And I was sitting there being stupid and refreshing, and as soon as it drops, I'm clicking so fast, and I was in charge of buying both Ivy and my tickets because I didn't want her to unfortunately not get the same thing and it just be awful. So she just repaid me, and I bought both of them. And I swear to God, I clicked diamond package, 2 of them, backstage, 2 of them, and for some reason I went to check out and it was only backstage, and I was already like, ugh. and I didn't want to go back and lose the backstage passes. So I was like panicking. And then I go to check out. I'm like, you stupid little idiot. Didn't make an account beforehand, so I'm typing in my stuff, not thinking. And I was doing it so quick. And I go back on the website and praying that the diamond package is still available. Thank goodness it was. I got 2, and I said, done, check out. And then I was like, I never got like a confirmation email of my purchase. Like, I screenshotted when I took the receipt, because I was like, I'm not risking it. I go to the app and I go to log on to make sure like everything's there. I got what I needed, and I can't get in. I can't get into the app where I purchased the tickets for the tour. So I started talking with like tech support or whatever, and for the website, and my man Malik, he pulled through. I am so grateful for him, because I told him, I was like, I purchased these tickets and I'm not refunding them because I have proof of purchase, and so what are we gonna do here? I need tickets. And he looked through and he's like, what's your email? I typed my email in. He's like, oh, it looks like when you made your account, you typed your email in wrong. Are you kidding me? Are you so stupid? Yeah, I am. But thank God Malik came through. He said, just make a new account with your right email and I'll just merge them into one account. And I said, thank you so much. And he did that. And by the end of the day, he resent the confirmation emails and everything, just to make sure I had everything. And I said, love you, Malik. You don't know what you did for me. So that was the most stressful thing ever. And I remember when I first got the tickets, before the whole Malik thing, I texted Abby, I said, I got them? ? I think. And she said, okay. And I was like, there's some issues. And I feel like if I was her, I'd be panicking. So I felt so awful. And by the end of the whole situation, I was like, yeah, I got them, we're going, and then we could actually celebrate without pooping our pants. So once I bought the tickets, knew I had them actually, I realized, how are we gonna get to Iowa? I am chronically ill, and traveling is so awful on me, and it sucks because I want to go places, I want to do things, but I can't, I'm stuck here. And because I was like, maybe we could drive, but that's a long drive on Ivy, and what if I have seizures and she doesn't want to be on the highway with a seizing passenger. So I just didn't want to do that to her. And then I was like, maybe we could fly, but flying is really, really bad on me. Even if we do drive, it's going to take a long time. And I'm going to be so tired that if we drove the same day, it'd be awful on me. Like, I wouldn't be able to make it through the show. I'd be having so many seizures and stuff. And so I was just panicking. But as soon as I bought the tickets, Mom, she said, I knew you had to see him, basically. As soon as you told me you were purchasing tickets, I was figuring out ways. So she was going to drive us. Just because of my condition, she didn't want, like I said, Ivy to be alone in a different state with me, like, unconscious. So she was coming with, make everyone feel better. And then we also were going to leave a day early, the day before the show, so I could have a good night's sleep before then. And it helped a lot. Did I still feel awful? Yeah, that's so fun, but it would have been a lot worse. I could actually stay conscious most of the way through the show. And then we had several months to plan our outfits. Yeah, so we were Team Purple, Team Nick, Team Bats, appreciate Nick for that because it was October, Halloween was coming around. It was easy to find things. So I got a purple I Heart Nick shirt off of Amazon. So I ordered purple sweatpants off of Amazon as well, but I was like, that's boring. They look just boring. So I had to go through and watch all their videos again, which is not an issue with me. And I wrote down every Nick quote that physically made me laugh out loud. So here they are. I wrote down all the quotes on the pants. I think the most iconic one on here is from their very first video on their channel, and it's Nick talking about Chris pooping in a Dunkin' Donuts bag, and I put that right above my own butt. No one actually seen it because, I'm in a wheelchair, but it's the thought that counts. And I got the purple heart sunglasses, and I put Team Nick and beads on top of them. And what else did I do? I got purple bats to put in my hair, and I got garland for my wheelchair. 5 a.m. I was sleeping for a few hours. I wasn't actually sleeping, which was the weird part. I could see and hear everything. I just remember the thing that brought me out of it was the grossest thing ever. So it was I don't know how many lanes were on the road, and there was a truck next to us, and the truck hits an already dead deer in the middle of the road, and the deer splits in half, the pieces go flying, and some kind of liquid from the deer splatters all over our car. And all I could see in my head was the pieces of the deer flying. And my mom didn't see that, but she, of course, heard the splatter. And Ivy was asleep in the back, and she probably woke up to us going, "Oh my god!" It was the grossest sound ever of the splattering. Pippin, what are you crying about? Okay. About 6 hours in, we go to a rest stop, we go to the bathroom, stretch our legs, and we go back in the car, grab a snack, and I start having a seizure. That was my first one of the trip, which is pretty good, 6 hours in. And it was rough on me, I guess, and I slept the rest of the way, which, sorry. We get there, it's beautiful, the hotel is nice, we get checked in, and we realize we need an actual sustainable meal and not just like a Slim Jim type of thing. So we researched what restaurants have gluten-free, and we figured out, we walked down there, eat the food, food was great, and then we start walking around afterwards, and we find Woolies, which is the venue which we're gonna see the Sturniolo triplets at the next day, and it didn't feel real. And so we go back to the hotel, and we go to the pool for a while, and I even told Mom I wanted like the sinking diving toys to bring with us because I knew it had a pool, and we never actually got any. And we go down to the pool, and there's one in the pool, and we played with it. It was a orange shark, like little torpedo thing. And which is weird because Chris is Team Orange, Matt is Team Sharks. It was full circle, here we are, we're meant to be here. It was so like weird in my head. So we go back to the room, take showers, and go to sleep. Next day, we wake up and go to sleep again, basically, because I was just so tired. And finally, after we wake up the second time, we decorate my chair. Mainly Ivy decorates my chair. I do the garland around the wheels, but that's all I have the energy to do. I'm like, alright, that's good enough for me. Oh, actually I did the roses on the back. I'll insert some clips of the chair. It's really good. Ivy did me up good. Like I said, I only did 2 things, and I was like, that's enough. But she went all out. Appreciate her. Before we go down, we're still getting ready, and I see on their TikTok that they posted a TikTok, and I said, I don't know if they like pre-recorded this or they just recorded this today. And then in the back, I see the Woolies, it's something with Woolies on it, so I was like, oh, they're here, and that's when it hit me. It felt real then. I was like, oh, here we go. And so that's when I got super excited. And one thing about me is I did not want to be waiting in line more than I had to because, you know, the health issues. And so Mom walks down and sees where they're at because the venue was like 2 blocks away from the hotel. And she said, yeah, you can come down. So we get down there and they say, what package you got? And I said, Diamond, let me in. And they give us our wristbands, we go through, we get our merch. I got the white Let's Trip shirt, and I had to get one for Mom too. She did all that work bringing us there. And we're waiting in line. Here's some pictures of us because we're so cute. And here's the thing. Alright. Everyone there was so sweet. As soon as I like go in, everyone's like, oh, cute this. Oh, I love your chair. I love your hair. Oh, I love your shirts. Sorry. I just had to go puke. And in between puking, I was on TikTok. And a Trevor edit pops up. So if you guys don't think I'm a Sturniolo fan, I'm a Sturniolo fan.
Fit was a small guest. She a baddie, she show her panty. She shake it like jelly. Damn, 100 days of Chanel, but I'm still shaking ass in a...
Love Trevor. So anyway, we are in line, everyone's so sweet, we're taking pictures. And then behind the screen, I know they're there, is for the meet and greet. We're just like so anxious. Oh, this is real. They're right there. They're real people. Okay, here we are. And there was like 2 people ahead of us, and that's when it started to kick in what we're doing here. And then it finally gets to me to pull up next. So there's still like people at each person. So there's people with Chris, Nick, and Matt. So I'm next up in line to see Chris. And I pull up and I could see by the sheet. And that's when I first see Chris. Oh my god, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful person. They're all beautiful. And I can't even explain the emotions that like went through me. So I'm gonna play a clip of Ivy recording me seeing Chris for the first time. Another angle of it from like here, mainly tit shot. Sorry, I didn't even realize, because it's like I was sitting in my chair and I had to use both hands to move, so it's sitting in my lap. And it's me freaking out, and then I roll up to Chris. So here's the thing, I screen recorded because I was gonna do it for all of them, have it going the entire time. But with my chair, I had the merch shirts that I just bought in my lap, and I had to give them a letter that I wrote for them. There was so much going on, and you only get a few seconds, so I'm like trying to get up, and I wanted to stand up to hug them, so that was me. And I stand up, and I'm like, there's so much things, and I start talking to Chris. I can't, that's the real thing here. I haven't even watched it because I can't. There's just a lot of emotions that happen. Let me see. Let's get a live reaction of me listening to it for the first time. Oh, there I am. I start rolling. Okay, here we are. Oh,
Are you excited?
I can't even look at it. I love him.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Just boob shot. Do I fit through here? Oh my god. Hey, oh my gosh, good, how are you?
Good.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much. That's for you.
Okay, cool.
It's a
Thank
handwritten
you.
note. I just
Cool.
love y'all so much.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Are you excited?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
Can you
Team
take
Nick.
that?
Of course. Boom.
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much. Oh my god, so I wanted to do that for all of them, right? I, like a dummy, took my phone from Chris after he took the photo, put it off and in my pocket because I had so many things to juggle with my chair and limited time. I was panicking, and so after that photo, I think I hugged him one more time and I just said, I'm so proud of you, because I wish the best for them. Went up to Matt. I'm so angry at myself that I didn't get all of them. I said, hey Matt, love you, basically the same thing, love you, so proud of you, here's this letter, and then he took the photo. Then I roll up to Nick, and I just go, Nick! like we've been besties for years, and I just haven't seen him in a while, like we know each other. But I just said the same thing, love him. I showed him my pants. I was like, this is your highlights, the funniest moments. I love you, you're so funny, blah blah blah. Here's a letter, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I roll away, and I was like, whew, that was a lot, that was a lot. And we're waiting in line for the next thing, so a few more people had to do their meet and greet, and we're waiting in line for the group photo. Yeah, the group photo. And everyone there is so sweet again. They're all complimenting things and each other, and I think it's so cute when people come together about things that they love. Like at the Five Sauce concert I went to, that's all I could look at was other people interacting and people's costumes with one another. It was so cute. And same thing here. Everyone was so sweet. Even the moms. Oh, I have a story coming up. You'll hear it in a few seconds. So I wait in line for a while. We go around and there's another screen in front of the line for the group photo, and we see them through the screen and we freak out a little bit again, as if we didn't just talk to them. Talk to them? We go through the line, blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, I forgot. This one person even had an extra front of the line wristband for the photo, but she only had one, and she wanted to give it to us, and I was like, oh, that's very sweet, but I wanted to go with Ivy too. I didn't want to, like, one of us to leave each other behind. So I was like, I can just stay, but thank you. That was so sweet. And we go through the line. We get up to, like, almost to the photo place, you know, and we start like panicking. We're like, shoot, we don't have anyone to record us. We asked the girl in front of us. She was in an orange like prison jumpsuit, and she's like, yeah, I guess. And her mom was right there, and she's like, I can do it, I can do it. And so I give her mom my phone, and right before I go in, she was so cute. she's like, I got you. And so she goes in, records me and Ivy, and I just thank her so much because I'm like, you don't know what that meant to me. And I actually go in with my chair because it was just a few seconds of standing up, and I was like, I don't want to go through that stress of like going through the photo with it, so I just stood up for that few seconds. Because the issue is when I'm standing in one spot for too long, like my legs will swell and turn black, and that's when I start passing out. We take the photo, we hug them, I panic because I still feel like I'm always going to get like yelled at by security. So I'm like, hug, hug, hug. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Love you. So we went into the thing. They actually had a separate little area that they had outside of the crowd because I wouldn't be able to see behind a bunch of standing people if I'm in my wheelchair. So they were going to put me over here, but it was also in the way that they kept having to walk backstage, different people, and the Sturniolo triplets. So I just kind of waited off to the edge of the crowd for a little bit. And as we were waiting, they had to go grab a snack or something in between photos. But a year, Nick power walks out, and Chris comes back with McDonald's, and I say, hi Laura, because she walks right by me. Once the triplets are back there, then I can move out of the crowd and get into my spot. And everyone, even the security, was very nice. They kept trying to move me as close as possible because where I was at like the side of the stage where there was speaker, like 2 giant speakers, a pole, and another speaker, and I was like, I can't see much. But they did their best. They moved me as close as they could. And everyone was like talking to each other within the security, like, what can we do, what can we do? And thank you. So thank you for that. That was pretty good. And we were jamming to the pre-show playlist. One of my favorite things about that was Just Wanna Rock by Uzi came on. And you know, the dance. Yeah, everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. I was doing that in my chair, and which looks funny, and that's why I did it. And I also can't dance. And there was a security guard behind this curtain thing, and he walks out and he just starts laughing at me. Actually it's one of the ones that walked out with him. I think it's this guy. This guy right here, this man in front of Nick, yeah, he laughed at me, so. Not like at me in like a bad way, but like with me, you know? I'll put the video. So it was just Ivy and I singing to it, and then I do the dance, and Ivy happened to catch his laugh, so I'll put it here.
What you want?
Just jam to the rest of the playlist. Doja comes on. Ooh, Doja. They went on stage. Nick and Matt come out. Nick waves right at me. Hi Nick, I love you so freaking much. And then Chris comes out because he won the show before that. And then they start doing their games. the girl who was, I think, Matt's teammate, she starts setting their basketball into the hoop, and she makes it a few times. I'm like, you go, girl. But the rest of the show was good. Matt won. Let's put a clip here of him getting crowned. I can also like throw up some random photos from the show. Ooh, 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 boom. Then the show's over and the guy comes on stage, whoever, someone from their team comes on stage and is like, clear the way, we got like wheelchairs like kind of come through. I said, I'm not moving, babe, I got backstage. So I get in line for backstage and we go backstage, and at this point the venue got super hot, like so crowded, so hot. I don't do well with heat. And when we get in the back, I am just like so high, and I can feel my like consciousness like whoo whoo. So I'm fanning myself. This girl, she was in all orange, super sweet. She also had like the orange cowboy hat with feathers. I don't know her name, but she was so sweet. She gave me her ice that she had left in a cup. She's like, you can have this to cool down. I just start like rubbing the cup all over me, because I'm like, I'm gonna pass out if I don't. And Ivy started fanning me with her shirt. This girl did the same thing. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And once I like actually got to a point where like my consciousness was staying, we're good, I'm not like blacking out every few seconds. I was like, okay, thank you so much, I appreciate it. She was so sweet. And then the triplets come downstairs. I feel like we were supposed to go upstairs for the backstage, but you know, stupid old lady with wheelchair needed them to come down. I gave our hats out. Oh, gave our hats out. Yeah, got it signed. Are you kidding me? I don't wear hats because my hat is so freaking. My head is so fat. And I got our backstage passes signed. So here's the thing. I got this random notebook here. Not notebook, but things. There they are. So here's all our wristbands. And here's the backstage pass. I kept all the wristbands too. Why? I don't know. I needed it. Talk to them backstage, basically say I love you again. Ask them how they liked tour, blah blah blah. I remember asking Matt, like, I actually don't remember much from backstage, which was sad, but I was so hot and didn't feel good by then. I just remember asking Matt how did it feel to win. He said, good. I said, yeah. Once we talk to him, get everything signed, interact with each one of them, we leave. Which is sad. And then we go to the hotel and we like cool down for a second. I start feeling a little bit better. And Mom's like, hey, why don't we go down there and wait for the bus and like wait for them to just wave him goodbye? I said, you are so smart. We walk back down and wait a while. Oh my god, I forgot about this man. So there was a bar right next to Woolies, and this man walks out. He's very, very drunk, and he starts talking like, there were so many people, I've never seen this many people outside Woolies. Like, what is it for? And someone's like, YouTubers, the Sturniolo triplets, blah blah blah. And he's like, I don't understand, like, what? Why would you come all this way and wait all that time, blah blah blah. And some other girl's dad starts talking to him. He's like, yeah, just trying to keep him away from like other people. I feel like he's like, yeah, it's just like their entertainment. It'd be like us going to see like a band or something. He's like, oh, okay, but I just don't get it. And he kept like repeating himself and stuff. And then he was talking about, the drunk guy was talking about how he's seen earlier their tour bus and how the triplets came out of the bus in the alley behind Woolies. And then we're like, okay. And then we see the triplets' actual tour bus pull in the back. He's like, I told you. So everyone goes to the back. And this man, he was a local, and he said, I work down here, blah, blah, blah. I live right there. Okay, man. And he's like, everyone just come to my work. I'm like, oh, ew. Most of these are very young girls. Ew. And he runs to on the side of the bus and gets behind the bus, and the bus can't even back up. And one of the triplets team members comes out and he's like, you have to move. And the drunk man was like, oh, it's okay, I work here. Okay, and you'll still get ran over by a bus. Move. And finally, I guess he does, but it took him a while to understand that the bus still needed to back up. And then I was up front with a few other people, and some girls were in the back. And they walk out. I get to see Maddie with them, and then Laura I said goodbye to. And it was so cute. But one girl, I do have it on video. Show the video. One girl got a little too close, she got right up there, and I said, oh, don't do that, please don't do that, give them space, I know you love them, and they mean a lot, but give them space, please. So that was awesome, got to see him leave. And then we walk back to the hotel, and everything hits me. I'm like, it's over, don't have anything to look forward to now. Now what? But we go home the next day, so Wednesday morning we leave, and I'm super sick. I have a fever, I'm nauseous, I have seizures, and the fever is not anything contagious. It's just because my body is so inflamed and mad at me for having any little bit of fun. So that's cool. But yeah, that was my experience. I made this video so I can remember it. And I'll have to watch some of the videos again and experience it for the second time. And I still can't even listen to that video of meeting Chris. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you?
Can you take that?
Oh my god.
But anyway, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Oh, I was gonna also show you. So in my, in my room, Nick, Chris, Matt, and then I have the selfies with each one by it. Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh, big glare. There we go. And then I have the group photo. Ah! Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.